see, I mean, these are all clearly whatever kind of dog that is, but it's clearly also that the net has generated something distinct. You might say, well, what if that's the wrong feature set? So here's from a totally different network. This is a ResNet with 50, or maybe this is like the 50th layer, average pooling layer. So they pulled out some different features. And here's all the nearest images. So again, like this is distinct from all of those. Actually quite distinct, I would say. And then finally they said, and just in case you were curious, here are the nearest neighbors in pixel space. And they are also quite distinct. So in every case, I think they're sort of demonstrating, both by virtue of z-vector interpolation and by these tests, we're not just memorizing data, like you're actually generating new stuff here. So pretty cool. Oh wait, any other reactions, questions, comments?
So say you have like one of the more rare classes,
Yeah.
and you're training this network, and it sees it once in one batch, and then it doesn't see it again for like another 100 batches. What's to keep the network from forgetting about what that image is?
Yeah, so that's called catastrophic forgetting. And the answer is nothing in particular, except, or at least I don't think they're doing anything specific. I actually think the fact that they're using such large batch sizes is one reason why that's not as much of an issue. So their batch size is 2,000, and they only have 8,000 distinct classes. So actually, it's like, probably you'll see every class every 4 steps. I mean, roughly. So I actually think that was one of their big insights, was you have to have big batch sizes if you're going to have these big classes. Yeah.
So I see like the super cool images that they're making. I'm wondering kind of where it could be taken, where it would be like useful.
Yeah.
Like I like these dogs are super cute and stuff. I'm just wondering like, are there ways that this could be used for, I guess, something, I guess, more productive society for those like 5,000 kilowatt hours?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think this is a great question. Like, oh, okay, right? Like, fun images, love your poop ball thing. Like, why is this useful? So I think it's useful for a couple of reasons. First of all, I think that there are genuine insights here about how to train large-scale networks and cope with large-scale data sets. It's true that we might not care about generating, images per se, but we might care very deeply about understanding natural image statistics and being able to leverage those as part of any number of applications. So for example, you can imagine just very simple applications like image completion or like Photoshop. I was taking a picture of my dog and the frisbee got in the way and its face is missing. I can erase the frisbee, but I have to put something in, I have to generate something. Well, I'm going to use something like this to generate something. Or maybe video editing, sort of imagine the similar kinds of things. More importantly though, I think what this, somewhere deep inside this network is a knowledge of kind of images of the world. And I think that could potentially be useful for image search. So if I'm Google and I want to do a really awesome Google image search, you could imagine I show you, like, if I want to improve their search where I show you an image and I say, give me images like this. Or maybe I could do a joint version of this where I've got text and images, and I can now say, well, I don't know, I want you to show me images of an Afghan hound, like what frisbee is. You kind of already do this. And I don't know if this sort of technology is the kind of thing that powers it, but it could be. Similarly, understanding the principles of this kind of large-scale unsupervised learning, I think, could potentially transfer to other things like text. And we can understand text data, maybe that would be super helpful for building conversational AI, like improve Siri, for example. So I think you have to be a little creative. You're right, these images are not intrinsically interesting, probably, except maybe for artists. Or like, I don't know, haunted house designers. No, I think what this represents is compelling solutions to the problem of unsupervised learning. That's why we care.
Is there any comment that you would have on, like, so with it being class conditional, the weights then have somehow learned this general image space across all these classes? Is the motivation there to do something that's a little bit closer to a general AI? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So you want, that's right, it would be great, like we've always wanted to be able to have general AI that can understand kind of the world the way that we understand it. And I think this could be a step in that direction, for sure. Yeah, go back.
I also think that, I mean, if you're thinking about like a virtual reality space and how much time it takes to like generate avatars for everything, that
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there is actually like applicable situations of something like that. We could say, give me a person, and it like renders a 3D person in avatar space for you.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Actually, kind of along those lines, I was going to show a video. We have like 2 minutes left. Give me 1 second. I forgot to show you. Have I shown you the Neural Doodles video?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I have. This is kind of along those lines. This is not a true thing. Music on in the background. So the idea here is class conditional style transfer. The idea is you paint, sort of saying, I want this class of thing here, and then the network synthesizes it. This is a mock-up. It can't do it this fast. It's not real time, but it can do it. But the point I was just going to make was like building off of your avatar comment. It's like, yeah, you can kind of imagine when we have interesting solutions to generate stuff. You can imagine workflows like this, where you sort of sketch out roughly what you want and say, now give me the Van Gogh version of this landscape, or and you can refine it and iterate over it. And I thought that this was a great demo of somebody's vision of how this sort of technology can be applied. So, anyway, I think we're going to stop there. We're done. Have a great weekend. We'll